Arguably one of the most important EGMs in the session today. Fortis shareholders meet. The retail shareholders will be voting on two motions. One to remove 4 independent directors, 3 of whom have already stepped down, and also to appoint 3 others in their place. What makes the outcome interesting is the fact that 3 out of the 5 existing board members had voted against the joint bid put in by the Munjals and the Burmans. Darshan now joins in to explain this in detail. And Darshan, it's interesting because 2 other suitors have already revised their offer since the Munjal-Burman bid was selected as well.
Yeah, that's right. You know, it's fairly simple EGM. They just have 2 agendas, remove 4 guys and get in 3 guys. But what will happen today has a wide implication on whether the Hero-Burman combine will continue or will get Fortis or someone else will come in. Now this is not the board that is called it. These are the 2 large funds which own almost 12.04% stake in Fortis that have called for the EGM. It's at 10 o'clock today in New Delhi, so probably will go on for a while, and their agenda is to remove the existing board of directors, that is the 4 old directors, and get in new people in the place. But interestingly, ahead of the EGM, much like the Karnataka floor test, 3 of them have already resigned ahead of this. So basically that's important. The only person left right now is Dr. Brian Tempest, who is the only board member that will continue, and his fate will be decided today. They want to get in 3 new people. So these are the 3 new people that the 2 large funds want to get in the place, and that will be decided in the EGM today. Now basically all this boils down to and a lot has changed since this EGM was called, because suitor was selected, 2 of the bidders revised their bets, and also 3 of the directors resigned. So basically the board was split 5-3 in favor of the Hero-Burman deal, and 3 of the people who actually favored the deal have resigned, and 1 of them may be removed, and that is Brian Tempest. So that could change the entire dynamics of the entire deal. Since what has happened since this EGM was called and since the Hero-Burman deal was selected, Manipal has upped its offer from 160 per share to 180 per share, valuing Fortis, and IHH has not revised his offer as such, but they have extended the timeline from 15th May to 29th May. This is what exactly has happened. Now if you compare the bids currently, Manipal raised its bid to 180 per share. This is what has been selected today: immediate infusion of 1050 crore, no due diligence, and a total infusion of 1800 crores. IHH had one of the best offers, immediate infusion of 650 crores, but the infusion that would immediately happen would be 4000 crore, but they wanted a due diligence, and Manipal raised the offer to 180 per share. Now given the fact that this entire thing has happened, there are some things that and this is what the SRL deal was. There was a clear indication of what the Hero Dabur group wanted. IHH didn't buy any comment, and Manipal wanted to buy PE stake and then merge it later. So this is the deal with SRL. What worked in favor of the Munjal-Burman offer was the fact that there would be immediate fund infusion to ease the liquidity. There would be no due diligence. There would be a change of promoter without any kind of large dilution of the shareholding. This is what benefits. There is a definite plan with respect to SRL. The other 2 factors that worked in favor of them was that there is change in promoter without any kind of disruption. And finally, the last one was shareholder participation will come in. Now, what will work against them and why this EGM could be important? Basically, the fact is that the IHH lost out only on asking for a due diligence, and that is according to Nomura. Secondly, what could go against them is the fact there is no prior experience in running a large hospital chain. And third point that could go against them is that the large shareholders may likely oppose the deal like the new shareholders, because the new directors that had come on, they had actually, the 3 of them had opposed this deal. Now with new people coming in, and that also what has been recommended by the large shareholders, there is a high possibility that the shareholders may reject the IHH, may reject the Hero-Burman deal going ahead. So this is why this, despite just having 2 simple agendas of removing 4 people and getting in 3 people, it has a much wider implication on who could take away Fortis going ahead. But obviously some of the larger shareholders like Yes Bank also have to be taken into consideration because of the shareholding meet that could happen post this.
So Darshan, just one small clarity. The Munjal-Burman combine have about 12-13%, if I'm not wrong, or thereabouts. or more, then
they have 3%.
Yeah.
If their deal goes through, they will have close to 19 to 20%.
And no, there are also these allied shareholders who control some of the investments of the Burman family, if I'm not wrong, which are also having some shareholding. So what will happen? I mean, what's the voting pattern out here that is expected? Any thoughts out there?
See, basically what had happened was there were 8 board members. There was the 4 board members, the old members, out of which 3 had resigned, and Brian Tempest, they voted for the Hero Burman deal. Okay, so and there was one more, so because they need a majority, so 5 of them voted in favor of the Hero deal, and 3 of them voted against the deal. Now the 3 who voted against the deal were the new directors. Now 3 who voted for the Hero deal are out of the picture now, which gives an indication if the 3 new people who are coming in, they are being recommended by the shareholders themselves, the large investors, they could probably vote what the shareholders want. So there is a high possibility that when the shareholding meeting comes in, that the Hero Burman deal may be rejected and someone else could take away Fortis. So that's the implication. We'll need to see what exactly happens today.
Yeah, we'll get to know. I think Darshan put it rightly. While it starts at 10, it might be foolhardy to expect that the decision will come out soon. It might be a long meeting as well. Darshan, thanks for putting that into perspective.